And for the rest of you, welcome to the Alley Cat Hour. It's time to step behind the stage and break through the mask. Here's your host, Kitty.
And welcome back to another episode of the Alley Cat Hour. I'm your host, Kitty. And this is our illustrious guest co-host, Patrick, from Geek Speak TV. You should tune in at Thursdays at 5. He's got a great show. Talks about all things geek. And we have our magnificent producer, Jason. Thank you.
That guy.
Yes. Got to get an audience button here.
Oh, when I'm here though, I go by my gang name, Catman.
Oh, that's right. You're Catman. And what was mine? Did I have a gang name?
Pussy Galore? I don't know.
I would choose Pussysaurus because I love dinosaurs, and my name is Kitty. But moving on from that, we've got a great show tonight. We're going to talk about a few things. It is September. I can't even believe that the year has gone by so fast already.
I can because it was my birthday on Sunday.
Ah, it was your birthday.
On Sunday, yay.
Okay, I guess that calls for a little happy birthday song.
Oh.
Should I sing you happy birthday on air?
I've heard how you sing on air, so please do so.
We'll be talking about that a little bit.
Yeah.
This is going to be the PG version, but this is for
what?
Patrick.
I'm so old, I could have a heart attack.
Okay,
any day
fine.
now.
I will Marilyn it out for you.
Nice.
Okay.
I hope you're watching.
Happy, 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 it's your birthday. Happy, 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 it's your birthday. Happy, 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 it's your birthday. Patrick, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
That was
Patrick.
hot. You're the best. That was that was awesome.
Happy birthday.
And that was a first ever
Yeah, actually.
for me. I've never been serenaded that well before.
Oh, thank
And
you.
especially the style of Marilyn,
Marilyn
like
Monroe.
as if she was here.
I know.
That was pretty good. She'd be proud.
Thank you.
That was hot.
Hey,
Good stuff.
thank you very much.
You got a set of pipes on you, kid. You go far. Go far.
Pipsosaurus, maybe?
Pipsosaurus Rex.
Yes! I actually really like that nickname.
Pipsosaurus Rex.
I do.
You can put that as your aim handle.
AIM. Do they still have AIM?
Oh yeah, that's how like spouses cheat on each other.
What? Oh, like what, in their 40s?
Yeah, those old schoolers.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
People who graduated in '87.
Speaking of 1987.
Oh,
No,
good
just kidding.
segue. Like really? Wow. How did I know that one? That was awesome. Very
No.
cool.
Well, actually,
Year you were born.
Aw.
No.
How, when, what, not the year you were born? 92? 96.
Me?
I can't, I'm bad at
Come
math.
on now. I'm older than
Don't
you.
ask.
Remember?
Nope,
Remember?
can't remember. But I know your birthday was Sunday. Happy birthday, Patrick,
Thank
from Geek Speak
you. I hope I get a
TV.
kitty from the kitty's claws.
All right, so we need to have a quick discussion here.
Black cat, please.
Yes, absolutely. At Excite
Short hair.
Radio, we deal with an organization. Polydactyl would be amazing. We deal with an organization called kittenrescue.org, and they're a fantastic rescue organization. They rescue very, very, very many cats here in Los Angeles locally, and they help organize efforts for cats being rescued all over. It's a very serious process when you bring an animal into your home because those animals are part of your life for a very, very, very long time. It is a long-term commitment.
Forever.
Forever.
Which is why I really do want a kitty. Like I don't want to talk to you about my tragic cat tale because it's really sad.
No.
Yeah. I used to have 2 kitties who were amazing cats, and I raised them from kittens. I had a terrible ex-girlfriend, and I think she
took them with you?
killed one, and then the other one she forced out of the house.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
we're not going to
she
talk
was
about her
mean.
because I'm going to go kill her after the
Yeah,
show.
she was a mean person. Yeah.
But
So
what
she
you
was-
are trying to say, sticking on the positive
is
side
that
of
it's been like
things.
6 years since I've had a kitten, so it's been like one of those things where I was like, you know what, I need to like recover from that whole thing because they were almost 3 years old, both of them, when I
3-year-old
met
cats.
her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I raised them from kittens too. One was black, a full black. Her name was Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
And my tabby cat, she was a polydactyl.
Oh, that's so cool.
And she was a big stoner. Like, you have no idea. Like,
she liked to kick it.
She liked to kick it.
I
Every
love
time
it.
I was kicking it, she would hear the noise and she would come running. And she had huge paws because she was a polydactyl.
Right.
And
polydactyl is when they have more than the correct set of
so they have 6.
Yeah, they have 6 little fingers.
They have 5 fingers and toes like we do.
It's so cool.
But they have an extra one, so they are able to actually pick things up. And I heard they're also called Hemingway cats. They have like they're supposed to have a higher intelligence and comprehension.
I heard that too. And
she used to love to play catch.
She would play fetch with you and bring it back?
I would throw the ball and she would
That's
pick
so
it up.
cool.
And she would like hold it in her hand and then she would throw it on the ground and she would like.
Yep. They have a lot more dexterity, just like a monkey or a child. So they end up utilizing that function. They don't know if it's the physical kind of pushing the mental state farther, but it's an interesting thing. But back to what I was talking about. Yes, kittenrescue.org. They're actually a foster organization that helps adopt animals out, cats and kittens. And I love that you want a black cat. Do you want to know why?
Why?
It's harder for black cats to get rescued. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, because people are superstitious.
They're so cool.
I know.
My Sasha was, like I said, she was a black cat. And she was such a big lover. And she was so black you could only see her eyes. Like, you couldn't see any features on her face. She was just that black.
She was dark.
She was darker than my brother Reggie.
Reggie Watts. Speaking of parody music, we'll talk about that again very soon. But Patrick, if you are 100% certain, I would like you to swear on this.
Your strap mag.
Yes.
Your strap zine.
This issue
I would
of
totally
Strap Zine,
which is out this month, right?
which is out this month. It came out.
DV, isn't it?
This one is about forgiveness. And Strapped Zine is a mini zine. You can find it online. You can go to Strapped Zine on Facebook.
I must be reading next month.
Or yeah, you can read it. You can read it online, or we print some copies. My friend Doreen Cameron is the editor, and she started this. She's precious.
She's leaving.
She's leaving. She's moving back to Pittsburgh, but she's still going to do Strapped Zine. We're just going to be bi-coastal now, which you could say we're expanding.
See how you like how I'm just feeling like the subliminal guy. I just point little points like,
yes.
oh yeah, she's leaving. Pittsburgh.
Very. Thank you, Robin.
Hey, that's what I do.
Yeah. So you have to swear on this issue.
I would take care of my kitty. I'm already trying to think of names for her.
Till death do you part.
Till death do we part.
Okay. So Kitten Rescue, you hear that? Till death do they part. He's a very good cat owner. And what we're going to do is start the process for Patrick to adopt.
That would be amazing.
Hopefully a black kitten.
Because I don't want a girlfriend. I want a kitty.
I think you should start with the kitten. You should have that meaningful relationship. And then, you know what I've always found?
No.
Once you have meaningful relationships in place in your life, you start breeding more. It's contagious.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a very healthy way to go, and we're excited about helping you get there. And we are going to try to cover this live on air. What do you think about that?
That'd be adorable. That'd be adorable.
Deal.
Here, you make me all nervous.
I know. Happy birthday. We're going to get a kitten. Yay.
Make sure she's black.
We'll make sure she's black. He has a type.
I have a type. I definitely have a
type.
type, especially with Halloween coming up, because it's a bad time for black cats.
It is,
because a lot of them,
they're superstitious.
Not only superstitious, but they get hunted a lot for the fact that there are some stupid kids out there that do some dumb things.
Yep, on Halloween. So please
practice their dumb little things they see on TV.
Keep your animals
or whatever.
inside when it comes to days like that. We've got a little bit.
Especially your black animals. You know, because there are idiots out there that go out there and they hunt the black cats and black dogs because they think they're funny, they think they're being evil or wicked or whatever the hell they're thinking. But
yeah, well, not my thing, not your thing. Speaking of getting back to school and protection and protecting your loved ones, I had a very good friend, a neighbor of mine, and since it's back to school, and we really here, especially at Excite Radio and in Los Angeles, a lot of the college campuses here are very into safety, protecting yourself, making smart decisions. Don't go out at night and be an idiot. Take your trusty taser. Just kidding. This is a stun gun that my buddy got me, and we're going to actually be demonstrating it live here on air with Patrick.
Get the hell out of
happy
here.
Birthday.
Get out
you know
of
they
here.
do happy birthday spanks? We're going to do happy birthday stuns.
I will kill you.
No, okay. So anyway.
Actually, I've been shocked by one of these before. Have I told you?
No, please tell us. What's it feel like?
Well, go ahead and activate it.
Oh, yeah, ready? Okay,
like.
Everybody.
Because part
I'm
of...
going to do it right here.
Go for it.
Oh, whoops. I have to turn it on.
Make sure you practice that.
Oof.
Because
you have to point it the correct way.
Yeah. And another thing, like I bought one for my mom for Mother's Day, and like I told her, make sure you have it in your hand before you go to your car. Don't wait till you're into trouble.
Right, you get out your keys, you get out your stun gun, which also, by the way, doubles as a flashlight.
Yeah,
and with this device, there's a little safety catch. It says on or off, and the little red light comes on when you switch the taser on. Or, I'm sorry, stun gun. Tasers are actually illegal for just regular street use. But you make sure that the red light's on. You use it as a flashlight. And then when you are, just make sure that these only work if they're very close to you. So just be prepared. And if
hit the skin.
If an attack does happen, try to hit the skin with the stun gun part. You can see it's very small. It's just right in between these lines. But it's very important, and I think especially when you are by yourself coming home from classes or study groups or a freaking concert, you just need to be careful about what you do.
You see the one that I got my mom? It looks like a lipstick case.
Oh,
It's
cool.
about 4 inches. Let me see. This is 6 inches.
Yeah.
So about 4 inches, and it's about that big around, about a quarter size round, and it's rechargeable, and it's got bling all around it. So it's like diamond.
Oh, so it doesn't look like a weapon. It looks.
And then you can just take it off, and it's got like a flashlight. But
I think that's
my
smart.
sponsor, Tactical America, and Triforce Cutlery over at Frankenstein's, they sell those tasers. Like not only those, but they sell the ones like I got my mom, the lipstick ones.
Yeah.
And they have a taser cane. The thing
Wow.
it's like a cattle prod, and it's got like 16 different charges going down the shaft of the cane.
Very interesting.
And I mean,
That one's got a pack a wallop then.
oh, it's like 10 million volts or something like that.
Oof.
It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this thing about the tasers too, it's like they won't kill usually. It's percent of the heart condition.
No, the goal of a stun gun or any type of self-defense that's legal for our use is when someone is trying to attack you, you want to stun them and then get away as soon as
Want me to stun
possible.
you? You see what it's like? I know what it's like. I think everyone should know what it feels like.
You know what? Maybe later. I'm really it's okay. We've got a lot going on today.
Well, I did myself actually, because I tell you a kind of funny story. I was at Frankenstein's helping out the sponsor, and he had a bunch of tasers out, and I was like testing them out. And he had one that was like a punch dagger.
Yeah.
So it was like a fist with tasers on either side that would like tase that way. And
Oh, wow.
I accidentally got fancy fingered and like touched one edge.
She made.
And the thing like shocked the heck out of me.
We have a
And-
visitor.
Hey, that's not creepy at all.
Less talky, more shocky.
You should shock him. He's kind of creepy.
So now we have the perfect time
So when
to
the attacker
use
shows
a
in,
stun gun.
And I need to ask a question.
Uh-huh.
What's up? Are you against white
Here,
cats?
here, give me the taser.
Why do you hate
I'll do
white
it.
cats?
I don't hate white cats, but when they sneak up on you, if you feel threatened in an alley, that's what stun guns are for. And then what would happen
Chandler's
is
all, stun him.
the white cat would be afraid and run away. So,
I got your back, dog. Don't worry.
Dog?
Chandler's like, oh, get him. He looks at me like, don't do it, don't do it.
thank you, white cat.
Bye, white cat.
Thank you for almost demonstrating the taser.
And you can,
Meow.
the one thing I want to mention about that noise, actually, because like I said, I help my sponsor out is with all the time, is that the noise itself is a deterrent. So when,
Yep.
when people are coming
It
towards
scares
you,
them.
and you can't believe the biggest dudes have the funniest reactions to electricity. Like it's a primal thing. Like,
Yep.
I've seen guys fly across the floor when they hear electricity go out. They're like, oh my, what is it?
Oh.
And these guys are like all huge and yoked. It's like,
Yeah, they think it's coming out their balls.
oh yeah.
Anyway, so
Anyway,
moving on.
moving
Speaking of other self-defense devices, I'm not sure the legality. Have you seen with Google Glass how some people are being sued?
No.
The Google Glass owners have been recording because you can record or take pictures of other people, and they don't necessarily get releases for those. So it is private footage, I guess. But other people are like, I didn't give you permission to film me. And so there's a controversy right now. Have you heard about that?
Well, the legalities of filming somebody without their knowledge is that there has to be a third party who knows that the recording's going on.
So would the third party be Google Corporation that made the glasses and provided the gear?
I don't. While being that corporations have recently been ruled as being people, I would possibly say that yes, that is a valid argument.
Well, that's interesting. So I could say that the stun gun company knew that it was providing me with a self-defense weapon, and it's a third party, so I'm not liable for any harm that may come to someone else.
You could probably sue the stun gun company for anything that would happen to you, I would say. Just recently, like I said, because that whole corporation becoming people thing, it's a double-edged sword. Like, it's gonna work both ways, because
If corporations are people, then obviously my Roomba iRobot, which I'm in love with, by the way, would be a person.
made by people.
In India, they ruled that dolphins are non-human people, which means that their level of intelligence is on a human level. They just happen to not be human, which is true. There's evidence that they're actually way beyond us intellectually in some respects. And they have sonar. I don't have sonar. Do you have sonar?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you if I did.
Oh, damn. Well, there you go. So that's one thing. But speaking of those kinds of devices, I have a little bit of footage here. There's a test I did with a spy pen.
Oh.
And I did this with my cat, Hobbs. And we're going to show that real quick. We can pop that one up there, sir.
Blinking light facing
So-
Caitlin. Blue blinking light not facing Caitlin.
And, oh, yeah. So that was Hobbs. And we were playing with my spy pen. And it was pretty fun. And I figured out how to work it. And we have some more footage that we can slap up behind us. We have a cat here in the studio at X-Site. His name is Piper. And Piper, right?
Is that how you told? Did he correct you?
I think, yeah, he corrected my...
It's Piper.
yeah, he's yeah,
It's
I know.
French.
He's yes, he's French. And we had a lot of fun with that. Yeah, you can see the footage behind us. So what I did is, this is a pin, and see, looks like a pin, right? You can even screw it in and out, and then the pin comes out. But, boom, bada bing. Oh, what? Oh, it still looks like a pen. How weird. And then you start unscrewing this little device, and bam, USB.
Yep.
So what happens when you're using this, you press the button on top, and a light comes on the back, and then it starts recording. And you can stick the pin in your pocket like this, and that little tiny dot right there keeps recording. And you get beautiful footage like this of Piper, who, by the way, hates me, will not let me film him. He's a beautiful, 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 beautiful cat, and he wants nothing to do with me. So I tricked him and started playing with the pin, and now he's on camera.
Now, a little tip about these, because I'm Mr. Spy Guy, you know, me. This little light goes on in the back. It stays on. It's a little blue light, right? Or colored light in the back.
Right?
So I'm going to put some tape over that, just in case you're going to be filming in the dark.
Ooh.
Because the blue light does show up against your shirt if you have it like that. You can actually see a big blue circle on your shirt.
So you could take like black electrical tape and hide that light
Yeah, just if
while
you-
you're filming.
In case you're trying to be, you know, PI or something, and you're on the DL trying to get the 411
I like it.
on a perp.
Piper's so funny. It looks like he's spying on us, really, because he's like staring like over our shoulder. Here, look behind you.
Pepper's a cool cat.
Yeah, because he's like staring like over our shoulder. It's funny. So anyway, my spy pen will come to good use, I think. I'm really excited about using this little.
Just remember, you gotta tell somebody
I know. Well, I told you guys and all of my listeners, so
prior to recording.
I'm completely
For
free.
instance,
Dang it!
every
What if I
time
wear like a little necklace
that says
that says "I am recording you"? Hardy har,
then
or a
you're-
T-shirt.
You're legit.
You know what? I'm gonna make T-shirts, and people think they're from like Urban Outfitters.
Right.
I'm like, I'm super hipster.
Constantly recording.
Yeah, you are now being recorded with a little smiley face and a red light,
Yeah,
and
you're
it says
joking.
"on air."
Have you seen? I mean, I don't know if you're a big fan or not, but there's a lot of like spyglass, like porno craze going on right now.
What?
Yeah, there's like I don't know if you're
Like the Google Glass, but spy.
but like
but-
spyglass, yeah, and guys are picking up like on girls using spyglasses and like recording it. So be careful, guys with glasses. They might be like trying to pick you up and record it.
You are
Just-
aware
just
you're
like-
wearing
just-
glasses
just
right
like-
now.
Well, these are sunglasses. Those are like eyeglasses, I think, because they keep them on constantly. Because you never
Yeah.
see the guy's face, kind of thing. You know,
Gotcha.
and he goes and tries to pick up on girls wearing these like special glasses.
Wow, that's kind
Yeah.
of creepy.
It's super creepy, and it's like one of these deals. Like you can barely see the camera kind of thing. You would assume.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay, so ladies, another
So
safety.
Everyone's being recorded, ladies and guys. We mean guys too.
Okay, and guys,
There's a lot of pervert girls out there, you know. Trust
You know,
me, especially in Hollywood.
after the cocktails, set
Girls
the
get
glasses
so
aside.
handsy after.
Apparently, someone's had a good date or two.
No, I went out recently, and I'm gonna let you know.
Mhm.
Like, I went out with a couple of friends, and one of them, I guess, had a few before we even got to the place.
Right.
She was like handsy. I called a friend of mine. I'm like, "Oh, I hope are you around? Come bail me out." Like,
What?
and yeah, and she wasn't around, and I was like, it was like the worst night from hell.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was just because I was so uncomfortable with how handsy one of the girls was being. I was like, whoa. So yeah, so it happens to guys too, you know. Like we're not all real like Uber.
No, I'm
down
not
to-
saying that. I'm completely bi friendly. I have a problem. I think I said this for the first time live on air last season. I might have even been on your show, but I think gender is a mirage, and I got made fun of a little bit. But what I mean is,
My penis is definitely there. I'm just saying.
no, that's not what I mean. I'm just saying that gender does not dictate level of
She
intelligence
said
or
dick.
power at all. Yeah, your gender does not dictate anything.
Hell no. Case in point,
Yep.
went out recently with a girlfriend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and we were talking about sex and men.
Okay.
And it was more of a casual night, like no, we're trying to hook up. We were just talking
Right.
about sex. And she was saying that, you know, it doesn't matter what guys do. A girl has made up in her mind, pretty much 99%, whether or not she's going to sleep with a guy that day.
You know, I've heard that before. I've read about it in Allure and Cosmo and Glamour and whatever. I don't believe that at all.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
You can be swayed.
No, it's not that I can be swayed. I like the Billy Joel song. I can't be
I'm not a Billy Joel
convicted.
fan.
I've earned my degree. She's always a woman. Oh, it's my favorite song. I love that song.
Somebody recently asked me, I'm like, not a Springsteen or a Joel fan. I'm
Oh.
just not my family was more Kiss,
Okay, so
Run
you're a little more.
DMC,
Run DMC, I feel you.
NWA. Like
Yeah.
I grew
How
up
about Beastie Boys?
Yeah, Beastie
Nice.
Boys.
Yep.
But also like Van Halen, like yeah. So we had like an equal amount of rock and hip hop, not
Yeah.
so much.
You just didn't get into the. Well, I
What'd you
mean,
call
like Jersey rock and it's almost like folk rock, with Billy Joel. He kind of dabbled in that. I love his
Uptown
work.
Girl, is that his?
Uptown Girl,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty much all I know.
Oh well, this is She's Always a Woman, and you should take a listen because it's a
Is that the-
brilliant, beautiful piece
She's
of
more
work.
a woman. No, that's the Bee Gees.
Nope, that's Bee Gees. Yeah,
So-
Bee Gees are great too. No, She's Always a Woman to me.
Oh God, I hate that song.
Oh, There you go. Taste. Speaking of taste, behind us right now, you're hearing some parody opera work by a woman that I have yet to meet, Oriel Smith.
Love your cookies.
And what?
I love her cookies.
You love her cookies?
Yes.
What does that mean? Is that a metaphor?
Oreo Smith, isn't Oreo family?
Oreo.
Oh.
Nice. No.
Oh, Oriole with an L.
Somebody's hungry.
Totes
Oreo,
hungry.
like Baltimore Orioles.
So hungry. There's no green
All
room
right.
here.
That's hilarious. There's no green room, but there are 2 green screen rooms.
Yeah. Get it?
But anyway, yeah, so we played this because we had it sitting around. My producer brought it to my attention. I was like, oh my God, that's what I do. And for those of you who don't know what I do, my
is
name
this
is Kitty, the Playboy Opera Diva. I started on Playboy Radio. Did you know that?
So if you're good enough at Google, you can find her Googles on
Or
Google.
you're not even going to have to. I think we have a couple pictures. This is like my coming out party right now.
Yeah.
I was recently
Save
on
me
there.
the search.
Yeah. One of the people was leaving the Playboy Morning Show, one of the hosts, and I went back on. They asked me to come back.
I'm sorry. Wait, what's the name of the show? Morning Wood Show?
The Playboy Morning Show.
I just said Morning Wood Show.
Yeah, no, but that would have been
I would
really good.
see. Hire me, Playboy. You guys are missing out. Giving you gold. I thought about actually contacting them. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but we have a couple pictures of me if they can be found.
Wow, it looks just like you. Like the blue one, especially.
Oh no, that's Itchy and Scratchy. We're
Oh.
gonna get to that in a minute.
Sorry.
but I have a video as well.
There she is.
There we go.
That's right.
And so I go on and I parody either classical work or musical theater work or pop diva work.
Very horny.
And right? Well, it's a traditional Viking helmet. It's not actually an opera thing. It became popular after the Ride of the Valkyrie.
Because they're very horny.
No, because it was about the
bullshit.
Valkyries.
I dated a Norse chick one time.
Norse, yeah.
That girl was like the horniest chick, and she effed like a Viking.
Really?
I'm not even kidding. Like, she loved to like grab me and throw me against the wall and like throw me on the floor, and like I thought she was gonna hurt me.
I don't know that your dating life is normal.
Dude, my dating life would make a great movie. No joke.
But probably a little
Not
NSFW.
normal. Not normal at all.
Yeah.
It is.
Right.
I ask myself sometimes at the mornings when I'm, and I don't call it the walk of shame because I call it the strut of pride.
No, there's a new. Guess what? There's Stride of Pride is actually a movement again
really?
on college campuses. Yeah.
Oh, fuck them.
Girls
I
are
started this
taking-
first. Fuck them. I
girls
started
are
this back in the
taking-
90s.
Well, girls are taking pictures now. No, I'm just saying. It's always been a phrase. I've heard it in college too.
Fuck you guys.
Guys would say that.
Yeah.
But now it's by gender. Like, it doesn't matter. You should be proud of your actions,
You got
whatever
laid.
your actions are.
Why would you hang your head when you got
Right.
laid?
So anyway, so
Unless she's a moped.
we're gonna play a video now of me as the Playboy Opera Diva. This is something they brought me on for Lesbian Day, actually. And we were parodying
She calls
Les
nobody,
Miserables.
by the way. She calls nobody about these things, by the way.
Well,
She does these things on her own in the privacy of her own life and like hates on her friends.
I don't
Like-
hate. I have a
Oh.
public image and a private
By
image.
not telling your friends that you're doing these things, you are
It's
hating
not,
on us.
I'm not hating. It's not
Hate.
hating. All right, we're gonna
Hate,
cut.
Hate.
Enjoy.
Hate. All three cameras. Hate.
Enjoy.
Hate.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Enjoy this rendition. I wrote the lyrics myself and performed it. This is like kind of a scratch track that I did of On My Own from Les Miserables, but I made it on my own from Lesbianable. So
Blah, blah, blah.
enjoy.
Lesbians
it's
like when you go.
French.
Lesbians like when you go blah blah.
It's great.
On my own, pretending she's beside me. All alone, I fuck with her till morning. Without her, I feel her hands inside me. And when I'm almost there, I close my eyes. She climaxes me. In the rain, our bodies shine like silver. Our breasts are wet just like a river. In the darkness, her bush is full of starlight, and all I see is her and me fucking forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm masturbating with my thoughts and not with her. And I know, although she says she's straight, still I say I can convince her I love her. But when the night is over, she is gone. The river's just a river. Without her, it's only porn exchanges. Bushes are buried everywhere, vibrators and wet phalanges. I love her, but with each masturbation I'm learning. All my life, I've only been female. Without me, her world will go on turning. A world that's I love her. I love her, but only on my own.
All right. So, hope you enjoyed that.
Wow.
What do you think?
You have many assets. Many diverse assets. You should hear the guys over in the lobby. They're like, "Oh, who's that?" Wait, that's Caitlin. Whoa! I told you, day life, night life.
I mean, it was.
I'm really just like, wow. You know what, man?
That's where my whole
I
kitty
thought
personality
we were like
came
this, but apparently I'm over here.
from. No, it was just it was it was actually the beginning. The reason that I did Excite Radio and that I had already been doing a Star Trek podcast with some buddies, and I love radio. I've always loved it. I think it's a fun medium, and the fact that we get to do video podcasts now is just like do it with me. You know what I'm
I was drinking.
Ready?
Who are we flashing back to?
Dude, you know what we're flashing back to.
Never mind.
Oh,
Don't
Wayne's
forget,
World.
I know, but like, you have to have a scene you flash back to. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're flashing back to 2003 when I had bought my 98 Honda CRV, and I was super stoked because Austin Powers had just come out, and I got this sweet-ass decal for my window that is Austin Powers going like this. Shag me, baby. And I put it up on my window, and it was there from 2003 until yesterday morning.
What happened yesterday morning?
Well, my car, I had to trade her in. She was done.
Ooh.
She gave me a very, very lovely, wonderful 11 years of love, almost 12 years of love.
Oh.
I know. Seriously, I was crying on the Honda lot. I'm a Honda girl. I mean, these cars just go and go. And so I got a new Honda CRV.
Nice.
And I was really upset about losing all my bumper stickers. And the car salesman, we'd already signed all the contracts. They didn't have any reason to do this, but they went and grabbed a razor blade, and they actually scraped off my decals for me and put it in a folder. So I still have my Austin Powers decal.
Oh, how sweet of them.
I know.
The helpful
So-
Honda guys.
And now we should come back to the future. Ready?
You big dork.
All right. It is September 11th, 2014, if you can believe that. And I do want to take a quick moment and let's remember that it actually is September 11th. We won't flash back to that day. I can't believe how long ago it was. It was 2001?
Yeah, that was a long
13
time
years
ago.
ago.
Yes,
That
it
was-
was 13 years ago.
And I mean, I've gone back and forth with New York. I sang at Carnegie Hall when I was in high school. I have many pictures in front of, the skyline with the Twin Towers. And it's a really different experience to have those buildings gone and then the reasoning behind it. And you get into the conspiracies and the fact that we live in a world where something like that can happen. We have a huge tragedy and we come together and they still rebuilt. I don't know. I feel pretty good about it. And I love that they did the light. We have a couple more pictures. For those of you who haven't been to New York, they actually made these amazing water fountains into these cement squares where the towers stood. And then at night, they shoot the laser lights out of them. And it's just gorgeous. It's a nice place to walk. And then they inscribed the names of everyone that was lost, including all of the firefighters and rescue workers that went and helped all of the victims. And it's engraved. You can kind of see on the picture we have here. And it's just a beautiful remembrance, and it helped us rebuild as a country. And I forgot that it was September 11th until I was signing all of my paperwork with my car yesterday, and I remembered saying 9/10. Wow, tomorrow's 9/11, and I still think of it as 9/11 in my head. So I woke up this morning, and I have 3 cats living with me. Hobbs, OJ, and Dottie. and Hobbs and OJ are both ginger kitties. And we actually have a picture. They reenacted their own memorial this morning, and I had to take a picture. That's them in their lovely little tower, their kitty tower. And my little heart kind of broke. They are brothers from the same litter. They were both on the streets of South Central, for crying out loud. And they're just wonderful, wonderful cats. I love them dearly, but
They're like the twins.
I know, exactly. We've got a cute picture of them, too. They sat with a bass guitar. They're pretty musical at heart, too, because, they're related to me. But anyway, so coming full circle, I think, especially with beautiful kittens like that and people like Weird Al Yankovic, we can use humor to overcome tragedy. And I think a lot of people did that really well after 9/11. And actually, do you remember Robin Williams?
Yep.
Was one of the best. We talked about this last year.
Yeah.
Last week.
Such a long time ago.
Yeah. Last week. We talked about him, and he did Live at the Met, and he actually had to jump through hoops and convince people that we should use comedy to heal, and he did it very tastefully, very gracefully, as only Robin Williams could have done, and it really helped us heal as a country.
Yeah, absolutely. It was one of those. It was like the first comic event to be held in New York, and everyone was on edge, to go out in public again,
for a group gathering. If you didn't remember that, I mean, especially in big cities, you were petrified to be in a group where you could have been targeted.
Yeah, and it was one of those healing type of moments, and it was so sad that all this has happened most recently with him and so close to 9/11. It's kind of one of those things where you didn't realize. Like, I didn't realize it was even 9/11 until well into the morning this morning.
Right.
And started seeing all the Facebook updates, and I was like, oh crap, that's right, it's 9/11. Because I mean, like I talked about this on my show earlier. I'm the kind of person who I don't like to dwell on the extreme negative that happened. I'm more of I'm put on here on this earth to take people's minds off that stuff.
Right.
Because everyone else in the world is going to be reminding them of what happened, and constantly reminding them of what happened. So, like me, I take the approach of, I'm going to be the salmon going upstream, and say, hey, I'm just going to juggle for juggling's sake.
Yeah.
And yes, I know it's 9/11, duh, but I'm going to more not focus on that fact. I'm more focused on the fact that today of all days is a day where I need to turn it on a little bit more.
Yep, absolutely, and it helps bring other people up. Speaking of which, I think our producer here is helping us out. I see Itchy and Scratchy behind us already as we're discussing 9/11, and I think if you can approach humor, you can approach a tragic event with humor, you can overcome it quickly. Now, I am overcoming my own tragedy of letting my car go with, number one, a new car. Thank you, Miller Honda Van Nuys. Felix, you were a godsend. Gary, oh my God.
Give us free cars.
My financing. Greg, and I mean, these people, I was just Greg and Victor, the managers.
Miller Van Nuys?
It's Miller Honda Van Nuys. And you guys just, I will sing you a song. Tell me which song you want me to sing. And I will sing it because I was treated very well. They were very accommodating. They took a picture of me with my old car and my new car.
No.
I know, it was very sweet.
Helpful Honda guys.
Yep.
It's true.
It really is. They were very sweet.
They have nice commercials. Have you heard them, the commercials they do?
Yeah. The Helpful Honda guys. They're really funny. They have good radio commercials.
Sending people, the weird ones that they send people to, on trips that are like, oh, we'll pay your bills for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
Aww.
They're giving back. Speaking of giving back, I am giving back to myself. Yes, and I'm going to overcome all tragedy in my life because I have amazing best friends, and I guess I could say it. I am going to The Simpsons at the Hollywood Bowl. That's why Itchy and Scratchy are here. Right now, I am holding up, do you know MAC Cosmetics? They do a lot of stage makeup.
The store's really bright in the mall.
Yes, it's really... They have bright white lights, kind of like in the studio. Because they do a lot of studio makeup.
Like if I went to heaven, yeah, that's what I picture the lighting would be like.
Exactly.
It's really bright in here. It's brighter than the hospital.
Right. Yeah, because you're trying to see all the imperfections so that they can cover it up with their beautiful products.
Wow.
Speaking of beautiful products, The Simpsons, they made a deal with MAC and they came out with an extra special set of music products, of makeup products. I'm going to let you hold these. These are actually decals for your fingernails.
Now, see, I love all this
Isn't
stuff.
that cool?
But it's just, it worries me a little bit.
Why? What worries you about this?
I mean, recently we had...
I'm so excited.
We had the 2 weeks of The Simpsons episodes.
This is the blush.
Right?
We've got more pictures of The Simpsons to throw up, too.
We had 2 weeks of
Look at
Simpsons. Now we're getting all this makeup, cosmetic stuff. Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, look. Well, they're doing a reboot, and The Simpsons at the Hollywood
They're doing
Bowl.
some crossovers with Family Guy and themselves.
It's
as
really
well.
fun. You're worried that they're going to leave? That this is a
I
finale?
think this is the big
As a
boom,
nerd,
boom, boom, boom,
I am worried
gone.
too. But look how cute this is. So
no,
it's
I'm
Marge's
not
makeup.
gonna buy into this
Look.
hair, guys. Just some gifts.
Look. Oh my gosh. And then in the eyeshadow is actually imprinted her eyeballs because she always has the blue and pink.
I'm not buying it. See,
Purple.
you are helping
I
them.
love it. I'm excited. I love the packaging. I am a Mac Pro member, so I get a pro discount on my makeup
Damn, you should buy us a
because
lot
I've
of
used
makeup.
so much. Well, I use it for my own products, and then I use it when I'm on set. Other makeup artists that I know have kits. I have to help buy them kits if I use them as a makeup artist on my projects.
Don't go, Simpsons. I swear I will jump.
Yeah, please stay on the air.
I would. I don't care if you repeat episodes. Just make them again. Like with movies, they do it with movies.
That's true.
Simpsons episodes, redo
This is
them.
the reboot.
Redo them.
Well, I
Do
think
some of the shitty ones.
I think we're okay. But the Simpsons at the Hollywood Bowl, this isn't the first time they've done them.
No,
but
but I mean, you gotta admit. I mean, take a step back and look at the big picture. There's a lot of, like,
look, it's Weird Al. Weird Al
And
is
Yardley-
going to be on The Simpsons. I am so excited. So Simpsons at the Hollywood Bowl, basically, they are doing a tribute to Art Clausen, who is the composer and does all that amazing music that you're used to being addicted to for every single show. And they're going to play that. They've got an integrated scene where they're going to put them up on the screen. Weird Al is going to be there. Did I mention that Weird Al is going to be there? Who is also, they did a tribute to him and made him a Simpsons character.
did they really?
Yeah.
That's when you know you made it.
Dude, I'm telling you, my dad actually told me there are two things that my career would actually mean something to him.
Huh.
One is if I finally ever get to sing the theme song for a Star Trek movie or sitcom or drama, anything to do with Star Trek, if I can sing on that or be in it. And the other one is to be in the Simpsons episode.
Jeez, thanks, Dad.
And I'm like, yeah, no big deal, JJ
Set that
and
bar.
Matt Greening. Yeah, sure. Let me just give them the ring.
Bar set.
Well,
Level impossible.
I gotta
But
tell
hey,
you,
it can be done.
it can be done.
It can be done.
Kitty the Playboy Opera Diva, I will make it. I will do this for all of you and for all of us here at Excite Radio.
Hell yeah, we badass.
Right?
I know a guy at Frankenstein's that draws you. I guess
What?
That draws you as a Simpsons character.
Really?
Yeah, you should go. I think he's a former Simpsons artist, actually.
I could
Which
give that to my
actually,
dad for his birthday.
Again, concerns me because did he just recently get laid off and now he's just doing portraits of people as Simpsons characters now for like $5 a pop?
Well, we're gonna have to go interview him and ask. What do you think?
At Frankenstein's, I think we should go to that. At Frankenstein's, he's there every Saturday and he draws you. He's a salesman. Hey,
All right.
like Simpsons, come sit down.
All right.
He sits and he draws you. Yeah.
I think everybody needs to go to Frankenstein's. You can get yourself some self-defense devices, spy cams. You can get yourself drawn as a Simpson. I will be at the Hollywood Bowl watching The Simpsons tomorrow. Oh no, Saturday. Sorry, today is Thursday.
Today's only Thursday.
I know. It's okay. You need a nap. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this week's episode of the Alley Cat Hour here at
Are you
KXSR. And I just wanted to say, Patrick,
Hey.
thanks. Oh my gosh, that's right. Thank you,
I was gonna say,
Jason.
wait a minute, you're wrapping up.
Our producer has reminded me that I actually have
She gets
one
a
more
whole
segment.
hour. She gets a whole hour on Excite Radio, not just 25 minutes. or
I'm sorry. I
40
saw
seconds.
a picture. It said wrap it up.
I swear.
Was that? Oh, that was just sex advice. That'll be another episode of
Double
Alley
wrap.
Cat Hour. What?
Double wrap.
Double wrap what?
If you're not sure, double wrap.
Does that work?
Of course.
Okay, well, you know what? I think
Doesn't
that
dou-
for
doesn't
back
double
to
bagging
school.
it at the grocery store work?
Yeah.
Same concept.
All right, you know what? I think that the Alley Cat Hour, we're going to have a special
Let's try this out.
sex talk with Kitty. But right now, we're going to go back to New York City.
New York City.
Since it's 9/11, it's only appropriate. I have another clip. We went back and talked again with Mike Paluturkey, the turkey of the Upper East Side.
Hope he stops stroking his gobblers. What are they called?
Oh, yeah. I hope he strokes his gobbler, too.
He's a gobbler stroker.
All right, guys. Enjoy.
Okay, and we're back with Mike Paluturkey, speaking about religious differentiation between kosher and non-kosher tofurkey.
Oh, well, tofurkey doesn't count because it's not meat, right? Doesn't that mean you can drink milk and eat cheese with it?
Okay, I don't eat meat. Does that mean that I'm kosher or non-kosher?
I guess we'll have to eat you to find out. I don't really know how that works.
Every man I've ever interviewed has said that. I don't know what's going on. And we're back in. Okay, so we're speaking about eating, and specifically eating me out. And as a turkey, I feel like you may have more information on that. Let's get to brass tacks, shall we? How do you feel about stuffing? There's been some controversy as to whether you should stuff before you roast or after. I know that Martha Stewart goes both ways. We all figured that out when she was in prison. But not that it matters. We're completely neutral here at KXXR, Excite Radio. But how do you feel about it as a turkey? Do you prefer to be stuffed before or after getting heated?
During, actually, I don't know if that's anything that anybody else does, but there's a technique that I prefer called the French press.
I'm sorry, the French press. I thought that you were German.
Well, that doesn't mean that I didn't spend some time in France.
Oh,
because you know, it's France. Yeah.
I love France.
Yeah, we can walk all over it.
Right? Anything goes.
Yeah.
Don't tread on me.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
I think it was on a flag too. But getting back to France, when it comes to stuffing, I prefer to use the French press technique. Of those of you who aren't familiar with it, it is in the Urban Dictionary, and I'll leave it at that. Once you figure it out, then we'll see. If it's something that you're into, I'm sure the stations could probably get your contact info to me.
Oh, absolutely. Guys, you can always call into KXSR. You can also email me, kitty@exciteradio.com.
All right. I can't believe I almost forgot that. Thank you so much, Mr. Producer Man. I'm really excited. That was Mike Paluturkey in New York City, guys. I can't believe the summer's over, but I'm really excited about fall. I think you've heard me talk about back to school. You've heard me talk about Turkey Talk. You've heard me talk about The Simpsons. We've got a lot of fall television coming up that I am pretty excited about. I'm excited about, and I hate to say it, the silly little story Revenge. I love that show. I think it's super fun. So I'm excited about doing that, and I cannot wait to cover The Simpsons at the Hollywood Bowl on Saturday night. I am going to be wearing my beautiful makeup with Marge. Wow, I look great. Go to Mac, get you some Marge makeup. And guys, thanks for listening to another episode of the Alley Cat Hour. We'll be back next week. I think we're going to talk about some music and art and a little bit of film, including a project that I have coming up. So have a great, great weekend. I hope to see some of you at the Hollywood Bowl, and I hope to see you soon. I hope everyone had a great week, and I'm going to stop hoping for things and just say have a great night, kittens. See you next time.